Well, it's a little bit sad in the studio today, Dos, because we've got one less of the boys in the house. But still, welcome everybody to D Uncut for this night. We may be smaller in numbers with one of our, what do we call him? What's the word we use to describe Sammy? Personality hire.
Yeah, personality hire.
Yeah, it doesn't bring too much.
He does work.
He does work. He does a little bit of work.
Yeah.
Just does a considerably less than probably the rest of us. But
we love having him around.
And we hope he's doing well. He's just got to Amsterdam, I hear.
Yeah.
So
he's just seen the red lights.
Yeah. So everybody, please pray for the man because we are quite concerned. How are you, Nathan?
Nathan.
Yeah.
What? Oh, Nathan.
Yeah.
The haircut.
The haircut. You've
Nathan
got
Buckley.
This is a problem. Dos. Each time we record here, there's just a new hairstyle.
Not every time.
No, but
Twice a year.
Twice a year, there's a new haircut.
Yeah, because I get it cut every 6 months.
Yeah, but there's different style each time, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just glad you've sacked the Peaky Blinders look. But
that's been long gone.
But how is the hair, Bucks?
It's good. It's good, mate.
Do you want to describe it for those that are not watching?
There's a lot of Milkman texture powder in there.
Yes.
Just holding it up. And I think I found my haircut that suits me the best.
Have you?
Yeah, I think I have. Even, Bryce, our videographer, said to me last week, that's the best. He's seen a lot of trims on my scone the last probably 2 years working for us. And he thinks this is the best, and I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I see. Now that's gone another couple of weeks.
Longer.
It's a little bit longer. I kind of like this length. By the way, I must say, I was going to say this to you earlier, but I thought I'd wait till we're on air.
Nice kicks?
No, I've seen the kicks. I was going to say you look very dapper. Well done.
Do I?
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
think you look very well
And
dressed.
speaking of appearances, we see D has got a new style.
New drip.
New drip. He's been repping these for a few weeks now, but he's got the baggiest jeans you can buy.
They're very baggy. It's actually the amount
It's
of
very north side, and I like it.
Yeah, the amount of airflow you get through the nether regions is actually quite nice.
It's funny though. You've gone from one end of the spectrum to another. Like if you were to rewind, you used to wear the skinniest jeans or chinos. You did.
It's called fashion.
About 5 years ago.
They were in fashion then.
And now you've gone to the baggiest.
Show you the quadriceps. Well, again, you got to move with the times, and I like. No, I'm not one to normally move with the times, but I'm doing that at the moment, and I'm quite enjoying it.
Yeah. So 6 months next week without any alcohol for me.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Next week, not next month.
How do you feel?
Feel great.
Feeling
really good.
When are you going to get back on the piss?
I don't think I will.
You say that we've got a few engagements coming up that
I will.
Where people are quite looking
But I'm going to do it responsibly, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to...
I'm
not celebrating 6 months sober with a big night on it. That's not what I'm doing.
Nah.
My whole thought around alcohol's shifted a bit.
Yes. So we won't be seeing you waltzing up
there
a
won't
staircase
be high kicks anymore.
Where your pants around your ankles.
No, definitely not. No.
That I did know. I was actually reflecting on some of those old videos on my phone the other day when we lived together and a couple of those night outs. And you just had this knack, Dos, of every time we came home, the pants were around the ankles. From the time we got out of the Uber to walking up through kind of the stairwell and then up the stairs. And you love that.
That's just me, mate. That's just me. But that means you'll be singing a song.
I know.
So
I'm really
for those who
really
are new
nervous
to the show or have only just kind of started tuning in recently, Dee didn't think I could go 6 months without having a drink. I love a beer, love any type of alcoholic beverage. But Dee didn't think I could do it. I said, well, if that's the case, mate, why don't we put a wager on it?
It's only because I'm proud of you. You've done really, really well. So well done. And I genuinely didn't think you'd do it because to be honest, I've heard you say many, many times in our lifetime, I'm going to go X amount of time without doing it, and I can't remember once we actually got through. So that's why
75 hard, 4 days. Yeah.
So, no disrespect, I thought you were going to fail, and I thought, I just know Dos. It's not hard to sometimes just give the little wink, and then he goes, oh, fine, whatever. So I was surprised. I knew I was in trouble after about 2 months, though, because this time you were serious, and I mean,
I got over that,
the hump.
And once you get through that, I have no interest in alcohol.
That's great. Well, that's how you give up. That's how you give up things.
Maybe you should do the same with your
cigarettes.
It's 4
weeks where I haven't had a smoke in about probably 8 weeks now, to be honest. So,
8 weeks, yeah.
I haven't been out, so I haven't been drinking. Well,
so for winning this bet, Dee has to sing a song, and I don't just mean sing a song. We we've made it very clear that he has to try his hardest.
Yeah, it defeats
So
the
it's not
purpose.
singing as a joke. It's not singing as a bit of a
Yeah, I can't be
gag.
up there giggling.
It's actually sing-star quality.
Yeah, and you will get
You wanna
quality. Let me assure you. Well, let me say, firstly, I'm genuinely very nervous about this, and secondly, I'm actually doing a bit of work, having a couple of lessons, and I'm not kidding. and this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen, about this sort of stuff is, I've had a few sing songs in the car or whatever, and I thought, this might be my range. I can kind of hit these notes. It's very different when you
What
get.
are we talking, Elvis Costello kind of stuff? Or?
I don't want to give up to Elvis Costello. That's random. But then it's very different when you get an acoustic guitar or a piano, which I have mastered both instruments, and then sit there by yourself and actually try and sing along, whether it's just you and the guitar or you and the piano. It is incredibly difficult.
Have you filmed yourself?
Before you ask, I've deleted them all.
Oh.
But the amount of voice recordings of just test songs that I've done, of just let me try this song, play along, sing.
Why did you delete them?
Because they can't see
You don't want them to get
No,
out.
they can't see the light of the day. So at the moment, I'm down to probably about... mate, I had a long list on my phone of potential songs. We're down to about 4 now. So
Can we get a teaser into the genres?
Well, yeah. They're all...
Because this is happening next Uncut.
Yeah. Do you want me to tell you the ones that I've sacked?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so...
I like that.
A couple of the ones that I sacked is I had a crack early at Justin Bieber's Love Yourself. Because that's a nice guitar song.
I can actually picture you singing that.
No, I can't sing it. I worked out. What else have I sacked? I've sacked... well, my sister said to me, Bon Jovi, Dead or Alive on the guitars are great. I thought, yeah, and I was kind of singing along.
How does that go?
No,
Could you give me a little,
stop. What happens though? It lifts, and then you need to have this voice to belt it out. Like
Dead or alive.
that's easy, but when you start building, when you get into the third verse and you give it all you got, you need a strong. I don't know about you. Do you ever start coughing and stuff when you're trying to? See, I don't ever. Yeah.
You need to use your stomach.
I've learned that the technique.
Yeah. Sing from your gut.
But there's head voice and chest voice, and this is all stuff. That I'm
wow, you
learning.
really are taking lessons.
I'm trying. What else have I sacked? I've sacked a few, but they're all the ones that are kind of still standing.
Any Australian artists?
Yeah, I was looking at a Crowded House number. I think that's gone. I think
4 seasons in one day.
No, I was going to go a bit of Better Be Home Soon.
Classic. And the acoustic works.
Acoustic. These will all work acoustically. Actually, yeah. So we're kind of, and I might do a little medley for you
They're
guys.
not Australian as well.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I claim them. Yeah. Anyway, we might have a medley, but are you going to try? We've realised that where we record out of, we can actually set up a stage as well.
Yeah, well, part of this is we want D. D is dressing up as well.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that part.
He's and
that was never in the original agreement.
But what it was is you actually created that idea by saying that you talked about Kiss.
Yeah.
And the face paint, and then that I've run with that now.
Yeah.
So
my nipples out.
I'm not saying if you choose a female artist, I'm not saying you need to dress up as a female, but you
won't be a female. I can tell you, it won't be a female.
Okay.
Artist. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Like if we're talking. We mentioned off air swing. I know it's not swing, but like, okay, if it's swing and it's a bit of Frank Sinatra or Michael Bublé or...
You know what?
Maybe it's a suit.
I'm warming back to the swing idea now.
I would love that.
Maybe a bit of, I want to be like you. Robbie Williams
Ollie
version.
Murs.
Yeah, Ollie Murs and Robbie Williams. Yeah. I don't know. We will say, maybe I'll finish with that and ask for a little duet partner.
Maybe there might be an encore. Prepare for 2.
And maybe I'll call up for a duet partner and maybe you'll get the stage too.
Maybe.
And are you gonna try to grab people off the street for this concert?
We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that would be a nice little add-on.
I think you don't like going up to people.
I don't. I'm not great at cold approaches. Like you on a Saturday night.
I can't do that.
So what's on today?
Just before we move on, something I just had to quickly bring up with you. I went to the football with you the other night.
The football.
And I don't normally.
Doggies game.
It was. I left at halftime or just after halftime. That was an appalling game of football. But you would have loved
demolishing.
it. Yeah. It was a dog's fault. It was the opposition's fault. They were shocking. But we went and got some food at halftime. Came back to our seat. I said, mate, I've only got about 10 minutes more in me. I'm tired. It was a Thursday night. Got to work the next day. So, but then you kind of just...
I think I might, yeah.
You unleashed the beast. And I don't want to bring this back down to toilet humour like last Uncut, which was appalling, but You did let Fluffy off a chain, and it stunk. But I decided in that moment, I'm going to milk this for all it's worth and make sure that every single person in our surrounding area knows who the culprit was. Because it's not unusual to be at a sporting event and there's a smell and everybody's denying it and everyone's looking around. Everyone can smell it. But I thought, let's make Dos the target. How did you feel?
Horrible. Well, there wasn't a heap, but let's be honest, it wasn't a blockbuster. So there wasn't, 55,000 at Marvel.
No.
It was against the Giants.
Yeah.
And there was a few spare seats around us.
There's still probably 50 people in the radius.
Yeah. But there wasn't people next to us, like right next to us or directly behind us. But even if they couldn't smell it, you made it well aware to them that someone had farted even if they didn't smell it. So D just, at the top of his lungs, he just turned all the side. Poor Dos! Like shouting it. It was so embarrassing.
And I went on.
And on.
And the funny thing, Dos sits at the footy with his legs crossed like this. For those that are watching, if you're not watching, go over to YouTube and have a look. But his legs are crossed like this, and he's gone red in the face. And I've never met a man like he was pleading. He was pleading, he had tears rolling down his eyes out of laughter, and he's going, D, please stop. So I get a little bit of a kick out of that. So what's on the show, mate?
Well, the one I read was I know where you're going with it, and I sold something on Facebook Marketplace recently.
Yes.
And
I'm taking the reins in that segment.
I told D, I said, look, we got a new... I'm just saying, we got a new TV. When I say new, it was my grandmother's. She got a new TV. I got her old one. And it's a ripper. It's a Samsung. But we got rid of ours, and I put it on Facebook. And I'll leave that to your imagination. I may have accidentally ripped someone off. So...
Well, anyway, I've gone and I've done some more further digging.
You weren't happy with it?
No, and I don't think the listeners... And I want to take that segment from the top, please.
Okay.
And set the scene. But I've gone away and I've found some hilarious stuff on eBay/Facebook Marketplace you guys won't believe. Okay. What have you got for me?
I've got... So this came from... In a couple of months' time, me and one of our good mates, Jai, and a few other mates. Jared King, another good mate of ours, and then some Hugh Roberts and a couple of others.
Yep.
And we're going to Perth.
Yes, you
for
are.
The WWE. That's right. 5 grown men all going to Perth. And you might say that's a bit childish. I say, stuff ya. I'm going to have a great weekend. We're going to have a good time. But it made me think about when are you too old to grow out of something?
Yep.
And what are the things that you can't grow out of, or that you shouldn't be ashamed to grow out of? So there's plenty of things that, you hit a certain age and you go, okay, that's enough. No more of that.
Yeah.
But people still do it. But there's other things that you go, I'll accept it. You know what? Enjoy it. If that's your thing,
yep.
Go and do it.
Guernsey's at a footy game.
Oh, geez, that's long gone. That's gone by the age
16
of,
is...
I reckon 14.
14, yeah. So there's a little teaser, but go on, yeah.
And what about next? You?
Oh, so that's it? That's all we got?
No, what's my other segment? Let me
no. I was just going to no. And then I've got a couple more for you too. Now, I did something the other night that I ended up giving it and telling you in advance. But basically, I had a little situation occur at my house, and I had to use. I'm not a barterer. I don't normally bluff, but I bluffed my way out of saving about $150, and I'll tell you the story a little bit later on. But because of that, I've gone and found some interesting ways people have bluffed or cheated the system. But more importantly, some of these are quite wild. It's I've found a couple of examples of people double bluffing someone. And what the trendy word now is, it's gaslighting. It's genuine gaslighting, but it is fucking funny. So look forward to it.
I actually found the hardest question on TikTok to answer. And everyone will hear it and they won't know how to answer it. You won't be able to answer it. No, it's actually a bit scary.
It's not a mathematical equation.
No, it's not maths. No. Let's just say it's life related.
And I'm looking forward to seeing what you've got for that. Yeah. Shall we jump in?
Let's jump in.
Yeah, let's do it. It's your favourite time of the month. It's mine too. And of course, Dos's. It's dos&d Uncut.
I know.
But we're going to take a quick, brief moment because we can't have fun like this each month unless we
See that sign over there just next to us?
Yeah.
Fleet Plant.
We have to thank them. Fleet Plant Hire Solutions.
FBH.
We talk about them every single week. But Dos, it's your turn today to tell me more.
Well, whether it's a big job, you're talking government... National government jobs, big projects around the state, all around the country. Any equipment at those jobs that you see, you might be driving past, you see a bit of construction going on, a few roads are being built, maybe a tunnel or two. All the equipment, it's typically from these guys at Fleet Plan Hire Solutions.
They make it very easy. Now, what about it? You talk about the big jobs. What about the smaller ones?
Well, there's lots of other companies out there and smaller earth-moving companies and, just anyone in, say, certain trades that need equipment. These guys go to Fleet and hire them from Fleet. And the process is simple and it's easy and it's all above board. Everything's done logistics-wise and they just look after them.
So you're telling me I don't have to invest in this heavy machinery that I can't control?
No, well, you don't have to buy it outright or go and get it. You don't have to go and get a loan and get it. You can go to Fleet
I see.
And loan it off them, and it's a real easy, simple, and fair process. So, and mind you, Chris West and the rest of the team out there, they just look after you.
They do. They make it really easy for even blokes like us that quite frankly just don't really understand this kind of world. But they do. So go to them, fph.com.au now to find out more.
Back to dos&d Uncut.
So the other day we're working from your house and we're just doing a little bit of small talk before we got into, you would have already heard it, the Bruce Buffer episode.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that a great experience?
That was awesome.
Awesome. But we did the interview from your house. It was a Zoom interview and we were sitting there and you said, do you like my new TV? I said, yeah, I didn't.
We had a game of FIFA.
We did have a game of FIFA, which was good. I forgot about that. We did have a game of FIFA and we'll talk about the TV and admiring it. But we're not here to talk about, inches on TV screens or 8K quality. I'm not interested in that. What I am interested in is, I said, what'd you do with the old one? And he said, yeah, I sold it. I said, oh, cool. How much did you sell it for? He said, $100. I said, oh, nice. That's pretty good. And he said, actually, it was only $50. I said, why 50? And he said, well, let me tell you a little story. And I can't get this out of my head. And I'm appalled at this behavior. So Dos put a TV on Facebook Marketplace for $100. Now, when you get rid of a TV, there's always a reason. Upgrading's typically the reason people sell on these things, which was fine. And Dos goes, do you remember the old TV? I said, no. And you said that, was it a purple colour that comes
like a
out?
blue tinge.
A blue tinge that comes out of the screen. So it's not high quality. But what Dos failed to do was actually mention on the Facebook post that there's this tinge that comes through. Anyway, he finds a suitable seller that says, I'm going to come up and from where this gentleman was coming from, I've done the maths. It's over an hour to drive to where you were to pick up this TV. And when you get close to your area, traffic's a nightmare. Anyway, it comes up, not an easy place to park.
No, that's another part of the story too. I forgot as well with the parking.
What happened?
Basically, he's been doing loops around my house.
Trying to find a park.
But there was a park, but he didn't know how to parallel.
Oh, well,
so I've had to show him how.
You had to reverse the back to
But it took about 10 minutes.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
It was like, oh.
Anyway, the gentleman comes along. Now, this is the other part I want you guys to consider. Now, when you're buying a TV off Facebook Marketplace, it's probably because you're not in a huge financial position to just be splashing cash. So, it may only sound like $100 or $50, but for this person and the area that he was coming from, that could be a considerable amount of money, especially when you consider all the fuel, potential tolls as well to come across to the other side of the city to pick up this TV. Now, the guy goes, and this is where it gets morally absolutely incorrect, the first of two horrible morals that I see. He goes, can I plug in the TV? Now, anybody that's ever bought anything off Facebook, that is a thing you do. If you buy something, you want to see that the thing works because you could be a nobody. Dos goes, actually, no, mate, it can't because I'm in a rush. I got to go. I didn't know.
It's true. I was in a rush.
Okay, you're in a rush. But
I had the TV out the front of the house, like ready for him to just grab and go. Click and collect style.
But did he ask, is there anything I should know about the TV or anything?
No, he just wanted to be certain that it was a smart TV.
Okay. So you've,
and then even when he saw the remote, he questioned it. He goes, what do you mean? It's not like... And I was like, no, it's got all this smart stuff.
So you said, I'll give it to you $50.
I just said, mate, I'll give it to you for 50.
Just take it and get out of here. But then what happened was about an hour and a half, 2 hours later, when the gentleman gets back home and he plugs in...
I can provide the screenshots if you want them.
He plugs in the TV. And I heard that the only screenshot that came back was WTF. Is that what he said?
Let me find it, actually. If I haven't already... Here we go.
So was it WTF?
Do you want to read them?
Yeah, throw it over. I'll read them.
Oh God.
Chuck it here.
Oh.
So the Sunu is his name. Perfect. See you at 12. Hi Wade. Sorry, just forgot to ask you the smart TV. I'm coming from Beep. It's got Netflix and Amazon Prime TV. Works 100%? ? No issues, right? Dos, the TV is great. but the TV remote is struggling a bit. You can buy a new one for $20 on Amazon.
And then
Blah,
he
blah,
asks us at the price.
Now he's trying to barter. It's got Stan, Netflix, blah, 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 blah. Let me know when you're 10 minutes away, says DOS, spelled incorrectly again. I've been out, but we'll be back home in 5 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then the guy sent a screenshot. Gee, it's like looking at the bottom of the ocean. It's a deep sea blue I'm seeing with a crying emoji. The bloke's he's got tears coming from his eyes. No good. Gosh, we've used it for 2 years. The guy, I will just recycle it. Oh no! You asshole.
What did I do?
You got it for $50. Sorry, buddy. He buddied him.
I didn't realise.
Oh my God. And this is what he said. I would really appreciate if I've just recycled it because it would have been good for kids' eyes. It wouldn't be good for kids' eyes. I'd really appreciate if you could transfer $50. I travelled for 2 hours. And then again, DOS doesn't reply. Takes another photo. I turned it on again, but it's very blue. Just Googled it, found it has common issues. Call backlight. DOS, that's annoying. That's all he said. That's annoying. Anyway, and then the conversation came to an end. So, do you want to apologise to Sunil if he's listening?
That part of me wants to.
That's an asshole move, DOS.
Yeah, I do. I will put my hand up and say I should have let him probably plug it in. But for circumstances, unfortunately, I was genuinely in a rush. And he was this was the other part too.
Okay.
If you scroll up a bit further,
Yep.
I had multiple people inquire, right? This guy was adamant of picking it up at this time. Like, I'll come now, now. And I was like,
because he saw a bargain. He's got kids. He's fight for cash.
yeah, he did. Yeah. No, I when he sent me the photo...
The suburb he was coming from is considered in Victoria one of the lowest socio-economic subjects.
Well, it's probably not one of the
Suburbs.
lowest socio-economic towns. I would disagree, but I would say no. What I would say though is it's an area where a lot of immigrants live. So it's not that it's low socio-economic. It's just where there is housing available.
It's one of the cheapest places you could buy a house in Victoria.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Did what I just said, is that discriminative?
No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So, anyway, anything else you want to say?
Well, I just want to say, probably.
Do you want to say you're sorry?
Everyone's expectations are different because, I'm not even taking the piss. I used that TV for 2 years. It probably tells you more about.
But should you have mentioned the blue screen?
I did. I should have mentioned it
because this is what I would argue. Just quickly before I get onto some actually
I'm not a bad person.
Funny examples. No, but if the shoe was on the other foot, you would have demanded a refund. You would have gone borderline psychotic at this poor bastard.
Yeah,
is that true?
Yeah, that's true. But I'll be honest, I wouldn't drive over an hour to go and get a TV for $50. Sorry, I wouldn't do that.
No, because you're not in a position he may be in. But you would have cracked it.
But you know what? He might be taking the mickey and he might be going and reselling it.
He might be. But anyway. That's okay. You've learned a lesson?
He might not have children. Maybe he's trying to suck me in here.
He said 2 children.
Yeah, but I don't know that. Where's the children? Where's the kids? Show me a photo of the young
You
lads.
stopped replying to the man and called him buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Why did you buddy him?
I'll say, okay, I'm in the wrong.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I'm going to lighten this up, so I'll keep this very brief.
God, everyone's going to think I'm a dick.
I was disappointed.
Well, my Facebook rating will be low.
Now, yeah, it will be very low. So what I've done is I've gone and found some of my favourite scams I've found on Facebook Marketplace, or just maybe even miscommunication. So I'm going to start with this one. So this poor bloke, he bought an iPhone 7 on eBay. A couple of weeks later, it comes, and he was quite shocked to find that he got 2 phones. No, not yet. He got 2 phones.
And that's your nickname on 2 phones.
That one broke.
Did it?
I did have 2 phones for a while, and one of them
2 phone Shula.
One of them broke. Anyway, that was a great phone. I need to smash that up. Can't have that getting out. Anyway, this bloke bought an iPhone 7, but in the mail he received an iPhone 3 and an iPhone 4. So it equals 7. And for some reason, he also got a Yu-Gi-Oh card as well.
That is hilarious.
Just for
Well, hopefully that Yu-Gi-Oh card's worth a bit of cash.
Yeah, doesn't look great. Now, Jared, get up the. It says photocopy cat. This is one of my favourites. So this one says, you'll see it in a second, Dos. Teen dad of one scammed on eBay after spending $450 on an Xbox One and getting a photo of his console instead.
Oh.
So he spent £450 on an Xbox console, and in the mail came just a simple photo with the Xbox on it.
That's crap.
Any thoughts there, Dos?
Well, I'm not comparing my situation to that.
No. This is just a. But you have
I feel
to.
sorry for the bloke.
Of course, but legally the guy's not in the wrong, which is next one, Jared. So this one of my favourites. This guy tried to order Call of Duty, and he got Call of Duty. It says Call of Duty Black Ops.
So it's not even a real game.
It's not Black Ops. Yeah, he just got scammed out of that as well. Now, are you on eBay? Have you done a bit of bidding on eBay?
I just sold something on eBay recently.
Have you you know how it works when you're putting a bid?
Yeah.
So,
Try and wait till the last second.
Now, this one's unlucky. So this guy sold a video game system a few years ago, and he said it should have been sold for about $50. He had it at $35 as a starting bid. But 1 minute before it went off, 2 people sniped with the mentality that they were just going to win it no matter what it cost. So you can put a bid. The way it works is you'll put your highest potential offer. It's not necessarily what you'll pay, but you'll pay the highest of. So if I put $1,000, for example, if somebody bids at $750, I'll pay $751, but I secure it.
Yeah.
So within 2 minutes, one guy bid $1,111, so he's gone 111 just to make sure he wins it. Somebody else has bidded $1,161, and he's had to pay $1,161 for a $35 because they've been so stupid and desperate to buy it.
That's dumb.
That's dumb. That is dumb.
Imagine that. Imagine our friend, one of our mates, he loves AFL.
Name him.
Will James. He loves old AFL vintage merchandise.
And he wouldn't be this stupid, though.
But he's making good cash doing it, too.
Oh, he does.
But, you're buying a vintage, hat or something.
Yep.
You really, really want it. You so desperately want it. It's worth $50.
Yep.
How dumb can you be?
You can be stupid. I actually used to have Will James. I tried selling a few footy cards on eBay, and I was having Will as my dummy bid, and he nearly had to pay $75 for a Tim Memory card he wasn't happy with.
Well, remember, Dos went through his soccer card phase?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of eBay bidding around that COVID era.
Of course, yeah.
And, I must say, I probably went a bit overboard at times. Like, I was desperate to get some cards.
Yeah.
And I got stooged once. I bought
nothing worse.
I spent about $800, and it was a fake card.
Really?
Yeah, it was a fake. It was The Rock.
People been
his rookie college football card. I'm like, I remember.
Is that one that's framed? Is it fake?
No. I bought another one of those.
I was going to say,
I thought, geez, this is too good to be true.
See,
I'm going to have two of these.
Though, if you fell
I got greedy. That's why.
You could probably trick someone else.
I know.
Now, this one's just a classic story. So, I once received an item that was shipped in a box held together with duct tape. Okay. The seller mentioned, I don't know why he mentioned it, but he couldn't find his tape gun anywhere. He said, just letting you know, it's going to be duct tape. I can't find my tape gun. Anyway, he said he was just more concerned with the shipping. So when the guy got the goods, he opened the box, and lo and behold, the bloke put his tape gun inside the box. So he's left his tape gun in and accidentally sent it to him as well.
That's hilarious.
And just to quickly finish off, I was at a meeting at a gas station once where multiple people were giving away items for free. One was pills that were leftover lactation supplements that they were in a bag because I was done breastfeeding. Ignore that one, guys. I don't know. I just realised that doesn't make any sense. There was a woman trying to sell leftover lactation supplements for breastfeeding, and she looked like a drug addict. Sorry,
Yeah.
I should have reread that.
Looking good in the Russell as well, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Did you enjoy that segment?
Yeah, it's really good. I don't feel great about myself, I must say. But
you feel better that you're not the only one.
yeah, I do. All right, let's be honest. Everyone watching, listening, yourself, me, there's habits that we do that are embarrassing. We know we shouldn't do it. We've grown out of them, and we need to stop. But there's also habits that we're okay that we still do, that we used to enjoy when we were maybe younger as well.
Sure.
There's
Guilty little pleasures.
There's plenty of guilty little pleasures. And I've kind of created a bit of a list of both, but this is all stemmed from, I mentioned in the intro, grew up loving WWE wrestling. We did it together.
Yes, I did. I did.
And I used to do a bit of wrestling in the lounge room, a couple of attitude adjustments.
Yep, the Big Show would come down.
The Big Show.
Got a bit too
Who was
loud.
the Big Show?
It was your old man,
Dickie.
If there was a bit too much noise, there was a big barreling voice coming from upstairs. Now, boys, if you don't shut up, the Big Show's going to come down. And that was enough to scare the living daylights out of all of us because...
He was a big man.
Yeah, and it was probably 3 a.m. and we're carrying on like children.
Well, mate,
and again, we're probably too old to still be
you know how grumpy I am now. Wait till I have kids one day and that shit's going on.
Yeah.
But there's lots of other things that I've probably, you tease me about the nuffiness and, are you a bit too old to be so obsessed and doing the ladder predictor every day? And
do you do that?
Yeah, I do.
Oh
making sure the dogs are making
I
finals.
told you they'll be fine. I told you weeks ago.
Well, they need to beat the Fremantle Dockers.
They will.
To get over the line. But I thought I'll kick things off with things people need to go out of.
Okay.
So there's a few that I think you and I will really relate to.
That we still do?
No, they're more, just things we've done.
Agree with. Oh, we've done. Okay,
we've done, and you probably go.
Do you want to try and put a rough age? Together we'll come up with a rough age. These should probably stop.
Well, there's they're not real kiddie stuff.
Okay.
So they're not real children like.
Okay.
They can probably be a lot of teenage stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Even early 20s.
Yeah.
But now that we're let's say between, if you're over 30, it's probably time to hang up the boots on some of these. So, well, the first one it's a direct, it's a direct quote, or not a direct quote. It's a direct experience that you used to do, which is kicking the footy to yourself and commentating and
we've been through this
and keeping score. He did that till he was about 19 years old. This isn't a segment to take the piss out of you, by the way. I mean, there's probably a couple. I'm trying to me collecting soccer cards.
No, I disagree.
Yeah,
I think that's an investment.
Okay,
so that's okay.
All right.
Yeah. But keeping, I get the keeping. Yeah.
This is a real random one, but this is for probably the party goers. I don't know why, but I went to my cousin's 30th recently, and I'm not drinking, but they were playing beer pong.
Yeah.
And I felt too old to play beer pong.
Yeah.
I kind of feel...
Beer pong...
I still played.
It grosses me out.
I played with water, believe it or not.
It grosses me out.
But I thought, I think I'm a bit too old for this now. It's not as fun. It's not...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a bit,
no, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. I've never been... I just think it's a bit unhygienic.
Yeah, it is a bit gross, isn't it? And that's, again, that means when you're thinking about germs, you're probably getting old. And with that too, the more similar to that one, getting blind drunk every weekend.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, yeah. Time to reel that in.
Yeah, reel that in. Let's reel that in.
What do you think about, this is one of our favourite topics we've talked about over the years, when it's a middle-aged, when it's like the 45-year-old sales rep that gets the that one night out a month or a year away from the missus and really
sometimes it's a golf trip, it's...
or just sometimes it's a night out in the city and they just take it... They try packing 10 years worth of naughty stuff into a few hours and reel it in, lads.
We've seen it.
We've
witnessed it. It's not nice. It's actually it's actually a bit sad.
How much coke can I rack up?
You know what? It's also the uncle or the older brother-in-law on a bucks party. Yeah, it's like he's got a few kids and he gets to go out once or twice a year,
see some boobies
on a bucks party, and he lets two loose.
Yeah.
There was someone. Yeah. Oh, actually, I'll leave that.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Next one is commenting or arguing with other people on Facebook.
Oh, that's... I mean, I love seeing all
humorous.
The fights that go on in our TikTok comments on a daily basis. Keep doing it because it's great for engagement, no matter how much you apparently hate us. But seriously, some people's identity online is just to start fights or try to be this, take the high... You look like a dickhead.
I know. The funniest part about all this, though, is I actually think a large majority of the people arguing are older people.
Yeah, they are.
Like
old,
like 50 plus.
Or it's the real politically charged real young ones.
Yeah, true. Now, I don't know if you know much about like plush toys and squishmallows or like these. They're all these collectibles now that like these plush toys, and they're a massive deal. They're similar to the soccer cards. Like, people are waiting in line for hours and hours. Like they're selling out really fast, and people are reselling them and stuff. They're just plush toys, like certain.
But when you say toys, what kind of toys?
God,
Can you look that up, Jared? Plush toys. Like things that would sit on a desk, or are they like old school toys that you have as a kid that are vintage, or what are we talking about?
like these things.
Oh, yeah, okay. They're like Japanese anime kind of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Japanese, like that. Like people are still collecting them.
Nerds.
But at the same time, though, they've probably got value to them, so I can understand it. But
yeah.
let's go a little further with that. Like like teddies as an adult, teddy bears.
Yeah, it's always a red flag when you go see somebody's got teddy bears on their bed and they're like,
Have you? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. No.
That means yes. I think
haven't
it's the ex-girlfriend.
It's not.
No?
No.
She wasn't
No, she was never a teddy bear.
She wasn't
collector.
a Care Bear girl.
Occasionally you do. That's all right.
This is similar. So sleeping with the same stuffed animal or like a blankie.
Yeah, same thing.
Which I've got a fun little study. 40% of adults admitted this in surveys. Still.
40% of adults?
Yeah.
How big was the sample size and where was it?
Yeah, probably in Japan. Where the plush toys are getting made. I've said getting blind drunk on a Saturday. Spending hours making fantasy sports teams.
Yes, I'm with you.
So, spending like a lot of guys at work as well. Like, got their
we used to do it at
double
school.
screen, and we used to waste so much time at school.
Yeah, but the teachers used to do it too, so we're all in that together.
And then, this is a funny one. I thought, I don't know, me and Garni did this recently, or I saw someone do it recently. We were together, but if you're getting in a car with a group of mates and you're still calling shotgun, are you too old for
that? Did that happen the other day when we were Jared's?
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was at Jai's house. It was at Jai's because I shotgunned to you.
I actually prefer being in the back.
I shotgunned to you. I said shotgun front.
Prefer being in the back.
Yeah, okay, come on, Dos. You're a bit old for that. What are your thoughts?
On
all of it?
No, I like it. I think you've hit the nail on the head. I'm trying to think of any.
Yeah, can you think of any?
Trying to think off the top of my head things that I think it's I think a lot of it's at. Oh, well, here's one. I say this a lot, but it's at especially now. We talked about it a bit, but when I'm coaching local footy and people that scream like get so invested in the game, like bro, scream at the umpire.
I actually walked past a junior girls footy game yesterday.
Yeah.
And a guy screamed out ball, and I did wonder. I'm like, mate, why are you?
Yeah, why
are you so? I don't know.
Like in a tight game, which it was yesterday. It kind of makes sense. I'm trying to think outside of kind of the sporting world, probably what you need to. Look, I'm going to say it. I think video games.
What about mini golf? Bowling.
Yeah, that's a kid's activity.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not a big fan of
bowling competitions.
Bowling competitions, yeah.
As adults.
But just going back to what do you think? I think video games. I think that's something you should.
Well, I still play a bit of.
Yeah, but you're not what about? I don't mean to have a go at anyone, but people that have like a gaming room,
like a PC,
surely that's something you grow out of. I get it. Yeah, we're getting flipped off.
No, no, because I see it as like it's someone's hobby, I guess. Like, and it's social too. Like a lot of these people play online. They're talking to each other.
What about dating apps? Is that something you should grow out of? Probably.
No, because if you're
young person.
Because there's apps for certain ages.
Yeah. Okay.
So yes, maybe Tinder is a bit too young for say a 50-year-old, but eHarmony's not.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true.
technically a dating app, isn't it?
Yeah,
or a website.
I don't have an account at eHarmony. I can.
Remember those ads always popping up on TV?
I used to think that's a great point. When the old eHarmony ad came up, I used to think you're not selling me this at all. Like even as like a teenager, I'd be like, why are you picking like the ugliest two people you can find? I suppose it's for people that want to find something a bit more. Yeah. What about actually just quickly? What about like if you're an adult watching Disney movies or kids movies?
No, so like that. This is on my next list. So,
you got another list?
Yeah, so this is the list that I'm okay with.
Okay, hear me.
You don't have to grow out of these things.
Okay.
I feel like these are okay. And these are normal. So, me, wrestling.
Yep.
Which you might disagree. You told me the other day, mate.
No. What I said was I said that when I went to that thing that night.
We had a wrestling night. Well, not a wrestling night. I shouldn't.
We didn't all rock up in our jocks and oil. No,
No, sorry. We just went to a mate's house and we put it on.
It's become a way to try and catch up, but I literally was so not invested. I just said I can say I'm so 100% uninvested. I'm totally grown out of it.
Yeah.
I've got no interest anymore.
I think you can never grow out of laughing at farts.
No, that you never will.
I think
I've
that's
said this so
hilarious.
many times. You'll be 95 years old, knocking on death's door, and someone will fart and you'll still laugh.
Toilet humor is funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's so funny. You'll never grow out of it. This is a random one. I don't do it because I don't buy it or take it or have it anymore. And this could be, I reckon, stemmed to other beverages too. But having Milo. Do you reckon, is that something you can have as an adult? I think you can never grow out of it. Same with juice. You know, juice is normally a kid's thing.
Juice boxes though. Get rid of that.
Juice boxes? Pop tops? Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, sorry, I forget. You've got a phobia of the little nipple on top of those bottles.
Oh, they're disgusting.
This one, I know you're going to definitely agree with me, is I think you can never grow out of eating Wheat Bix. Which it is.
You can't.
No, but think about it.
It's not aimed at children.
Well, cereal in general is very children-y.
Yeah, but Wheat Bix,
it's not an adult thing.
Wheat Bix is the number one healthiest cereal / you can possibly have.
Give me the stats on that. Why?
I'll find it for you.
I don't think that's
It is
the healthiest cereal. I'd say
in terms of
if you're going cereal, I would say All Bran or something.
You'll be surprised
because it's yeah.
You'll be surprised. Wheat Bix is the purest and
really.
Yeah.
What about oats?
Yeah, but oats is a oat.
Yeah, it's not a cereal.
Yeah.
Interesting. Watching Disney movies. I personally think go for your life.
Do you think it's kind of like? But here's a scenario.
Ratatouille,
for you.
My personal favorite.
Well, here's a scenario for you. Let's say, let's hypothetically say we may be on a plane soon. Hypothetically, right? We're going on a long flight somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's say we're doing that.
There are whispers.
Let's say that we're not sitting together, right? And you're sitting there. I'm sitting there. Other people in this room are sitting elsewhere. Would you be comfortable to sit there and watch a cartoon Disney movie with people kind of around you? You can see your screen.
I don't reckon. Nah.
But would you feel comfortable?
What would be more strange is a show like a toddler show. Like if you're watching
Blue's Clues,
or The Wiggles.
Yeah.
That's
a bit.
That's odd behaviour.
Would you be concerned if you saw a grown person watching that?
No, because I was thinking about this recently. Actually, I was cooking, and I don't know why, but Free to Air was on, and I was cooking dinner, and Gunny was on the couch, and she was on the phone, so she wasn't really watching TV, but. On like Free to Air, there was some like animation, cartoony show. And you were just it was dubbed. It wasn't English.
Yeah.
But we weren't watching it, and I was looking over it, and I was like, "That's so comforting." I don't know why.
Yeah,
I find animation really.
I agree with you.
So I don't think that's weird.
I kind of agree with you too. But those shows that aim to like they. You know, it's nice to put a Wiggles song on occasionally, but it'd be kind of odd if you were blasting and you can't somebody overheard.
I don't proudly say, but yeah, sometimes I do put on a Wiggles song from time to time.
I do too.
No shame.
We have had one of them on the show.
Yeah.
And
this is I don't really do this, but when I was looking it up, it's very common. But when people ride the shopping trolley like through the shop, like the groceries, just putting your weight on the bars.
When I worked at the warehouse, they're all stolen. I didn't realize, my dumb ass didn't realize they were all stolen shopping trolleys. But we used to, it was great fun.
So you can't grow out of that, you don't think? That's okay to do. If you're 30,
I think you should grow out of it. But it's a lot of.
If you're doing your weekly shop,
yeah, it's a lot of fun though. But
it's a lot of fun. Yeah. And then my last one is, which this is definitely you. So you're going to say this is okay. No, it's okay. It's getting way too competitive in board games.
Oh yeah.
So that's okay, I think. Because it's we all want to win.
Yeah.
So
we do. Well, to me, a board game is the adult version of video gaming.
That's true. You know, one thing, speaking of board games, is I really want to take up is I want to get into a puzzle.
Oh.
So.
Fuck.
What? Did you throw some out?
No, I've just realised that I've had a whole house to myself for a month and I could have done a puzzle. Because I've never been able to take over the kitchen. I would have loved to have done that.
Yeah, you could have done that.
I'm going to do it this week.
I really want to try and do one.
I've got a week to solve it.
Well, there you have it. I hope that didn't take too long.
So I did something I'm not proud of. That sounds really dark. Well, it's not that dark. I'm disappointed in myself because we talked about this a few uncuts ago. Yeah, I did bow to Bruce Buffer after you did as well, the Japanese style. But that's not what we're talking about. I locked myself out of my bloody house again. And
I don't know why this really shits me when I hear this.
What, me locking myself out?
I'm like, not shits me. It agitates me.
It agitates me, but this is the thing. I pride myself on never doing this because I had to come to bloody your rescue a few times in Hawthorne and
That's
Elsternwick.
true.
A few times.
I think.
Happened a few times.
No, it was in Elsternwick, not Hawthorne.
Yeah, well, it happened twice within a week. I couldn't believe it.
Was it twice, was it?
Yeah, one time I got all the way to... Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's another story.
Yeah, sorry.
So don't fire me up. Anyway, so cut a long story short, I won't go into what happened. Basically, I took the dog for a late night walk. It was 10 o'clock at night. I was knackered. What's that smile for?
Someone over?
No.
Okay.
No. And I walked up the stairs and I realised I've left my bloody keys inside. And there's a reason why. Basically, I'm so structured in where I put everything. There was a mix-up. They were put in the wrong spot. I got my wallet instead of my keys, thinking it was my keys because I was knackered. Anyway, got back. My dog and I locked out, freezing cold, Sunday night, 10 o'clock, not fun. Again, we've talked about this a couple of weeks ago, few months ago. For those that don't know, there was two options for me at this moment. To ring the ex-girlfriend. I know
I still don't understand
why she has a set of keys.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't make sense, but she can't get the keys. We went
It's
go and
just
listen to the old
ridiculous.
one, but she can't get the keys off. And I tried anyway. But in this instance, I'm thinking this is great. So yeah, so I sent her a text and said, "Is there any chance?" She said, "No, I'm actually out of the concert. I can't." I said, "No worries. Okay, I don't really want to go down that route." So I ring a locksmith. Right, look online, ring a guy. $35 call out fee. We all know what that means. $35 just to get him to your house. And then he'll come and get you out of the mess, right? I said to him, firmly on the phone, how much is this going to cost me? He said, $150. I said, great. I said, you promised me it's $150. Yes, plus call out fee. I said, okay, $185. Will I get back into my house? Yes. If. What's the if, mate? Well, it depends on the type of lock. I said, no. I said, do not come out here unless you give me this price. I can't guarantee. I said, mate, I can get back into my house another way. Do not do this. He says, okay, whatever. So I wait. He said it'll be 20 minutes. He was 30, which pissed me right off. Rocks up the stairs. He didn't come, but
It would have been freezing.
his apprentice bloke did. Well, this is inside the apartment building.
Oh,
right?
you're in the... Okay.
And he looks at the lock, and I knew within 2 seconds, he looks at it and goes, oh, it's very, very hard lock, very hard lock. I said, what's so hard about it?
Broken English?
Yeah, I won't give the accent, but yeah, there was a broken English. Explains why it's hard. I said, mate, the deal was $185. Oh, no, this is a hard lock. I said, well, what's the fucking difference? Oh, it's going to, it takes more of this, whatever. I said, I don't want a new lock. Just get me back in. Can you do it? Yes or no? Yes,
Yeah.
we can. How much is it going to cost? $350, he said. I said to him...
From 185 to 300.
So I said to him this. I said, hey, my ex-girlfriend has a set of keys. She doesn't live far and she could be here in 20 minutes. Total lie. Can you do the job or not? Yes, for $350. I said, no, start again. He said, how much? And I said, look, $200 and we've got a deal. And he said, no, $350. I said, that's stupid. I'll just wait another 30 minutes. I'll be back in my house. Again, lied. Grabbed my balls, lied through my teeth.
Yeah, good.
And he said, all right, I'll make a call. And then lo and behold, guess what happens? They can suddenly do it for $200. So
Yeah.
I was proud of myself.
I am proud of you. I don't think I could do that. I would struggle to do that.
I had to bluff my way through it.
Yeah.
And there's one or two things. I said, mate, I can give you $35 for coming out and you go home.
Yeah, true.
And then you call that a loss. You bring another locksmith. But I knew that they're not going to do that.
What do
Now-
you think about it? $35 for a call-out fee is a very small fee.
Yeah, but that's how they say we're
Yeah.
the cheapest on the internet.
Yeah.
Well, they call it. That's
The
not where they
call-out
make their
fee's the
money.
cheapest.
They, they would very rarely do a job for $35. Well, they never would.
$300. Imagine that. That's insane.
Now, what I've done is I've gone and based on that experience, I've thought, when are some times that people have bluffed their way through it? And the amount of times I had to sift through the greatest poker hands of all time
Yeah.
was enormous. But I found some times in history in just everyday life, where people have been able to bluff their way through a situation and basically almost blame somebody else for their wrongdoings. Now, before I read any, do you have any examples that pop to your mind?
Oh, gosh. I wish I was
Have you
prepped for that.
Have you ever bluffed your way? These might jog
I'm a
your
terrible
memory.
liar.
Yeah.
I'm not a great liar. I don't have a great poker face. I mean, I've probably lied in terms of... No, I actually can't think of anything.
You haven't been able to bluff your way
No,
through.
I'll have a think.
So some of these are a bit more serious. Some of these are a bit more funny. I'll start with a bit more of a funny one. So
Alright.
this is a bit of a longer story, but just stick with me because I love the ending of this. So in high school, a couple of my buddies, who just so happen to be called Mike and Mike, came over to hang out while my folks were out. We were in my room, and as usual, they start wrestling. tell you I was into what we were doing before. Right when I told them to quit it, Mike lifted Mike up in the air and body slammed him onto my brand new bed.
Oh.
To my horror, the wooden frame splintered and the whole thing came crashing down. Of course, Mike and Mike, they split. They ran. They left. My parents were
They
going
ran off.
They ran off. They said so he said my parents were going to kill me. An hour or so later, my mum came home. I approached her and confessed, "Mum, I have to tell you something important."
Oh.
"What is it?" she asked, already concerned.
Sounds like you're telling me a bedtime story.
He said, "I think you better come up to my room." So he's starting to make it sound like he's about to drop a nugget. We climbed up the stairs and entered my bedroom to find it pristine, brand new bed and all. I closed the door and told her, I think you better sit down for this." So she was she was really scared. What had her son done? She tentatively eased down on the bed, and as she sat down, the whole thing came crashing down.
Well done, young man.
"Oh my God, Mum, are you okay?" he yells. I helped her pick up off the floor and stared at the broken bed. Mum was so furious about her sitting and breaking the bed that she screamed bloody murder at the furniture store until finally they replaced it. I got a new bed, Mum went on a new diet, and the Mikes got away scot-free. Fortunately, Mum never did follow up with me I was originally going to tell her.
That's a good story. Well played.
So,
Wonder how old he was.
what do you think? Yeah, I reckon 18-ish for some reason.
No, I reckon about 15. I couldn't do that. Like, how do you...
That's so smart.
Yeah, that's clever. I didn't know where that was going, to be honest.
Yeah. So
But he's
gaslit
obviously...
his own mum.
He's reassembled the bed somehow.
It's like
Enough.
it's the old, the old cartoon where you put a bit of leaves on a hole in the ground and it just falls through.
Yeah.
So. Here's another one. I told my current girlfriend of 5 years that the first time we were going to have sex, we couldn't, as I needed to get checked out for my previous girlfriend told me that she cheated on me. The truth was I was just incredibly nervous I couldn't get an erection. Have you ever had to do any of that?
Maybe. Not to that extent.
Now, this one, I wonder if you could... this is the old fake ID story. So I was using a fake ID in college to get into a senior bar.
Oh, yeah.
So I handed my out-of-state fake ID to the bouncer. "This isn't real," he said. The guy just very calmly, "I get that a lot. It's real. Feel free to call the cops and they can verify the state." He said, "All right, get in."
Actually, I think I've shared a story like that. I tried to bluff, and that's a great example of how bad I am.
I'd love to hear this. Yeah, so go on.
And yeah, I was 18. One of my good mates, he wasn't, and we went to a party. After the party'd finished at like 10, and I was going to go out, and he was like, "I'll come," and he's got a fake ID. We wait in line, and I'm practicing the whole car ride there, his fake ID name. I can't remember the name. But say it's John Smith. John Smith. I'm practicing. It wasn't an easy name like that. And then we get to the front. I've obviously had a few cans, so I'm not completely sober. And the bouncer at the front goes, "Oh, I'm practicing in line, practicing. We get to the front, my ID first. Hey, Wade, how's your night going?" Obviously reads my ID. "Yeah, good. He goes, "Oh, who are you here with?" And then my mate's obviously handed his too. And I'm like, "I'm here with my mate, Tommy Cap." And he goes, "Yeah, see you later, boys. Have a good night." And I just realised what I'd done. So,
and it does not surprise me at all that it was you.
No.
Now, I've got two more. Now, this one's a bit more serious, okay? Now, this is life or death. So, this is keeping your cool under pressure. So, I was leaving a casino after dropping $1,000 and drinking too much when all of a sudden somebody grabbed my arm from behind and spun me around. Facing me is a guy with a gun in his hand, demanding me all my money. I lied and told him I was broke. And he's in brackets, I still had about $300. And he stepped back and pointed the gun between my feet and fired, telling me that I better do as he said. So he's fired a shot. I thought about the situation for a second. He just fired a gun between my feet, yet there wasn't even a chip on the concrete. Not only that, there was a floor, there was a glass ceiling.
How did it not?
Nothing had broken. So he's decided he was shooting blanks. So he's decided this guy's bluffing. So deciding he was shooting blanks, I shoved him hard and dared him to kill me. He stumbled backwards and turned and ran away to what I assumed was a chase car, and they sped away.
There you go.
I stood there for a minute, gathering my wits, when I noticed a single $1 bill lying on the sidewalk. I've carried that lucky dollar for years after.
That's insane.
Would you have the balls to do that?
No way. That's insane.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's incredible.
Wow.
And the final one, again, a Vegas story. When I was in Vegas, I had to come home early. So this bloke was in Vegas, and I think he was not doing the right thing. I called my girlfriend to get a ride from the airport, but I could hear in her voice I caught her doing something bad. So I woke her up in the middle of the night and got her phone password, opened her phone and saw a bunch of calls and texts. They were going for like 8-hour periods. I confront the girlfriend the next day. I tell her, look, I know what happened. You can tell me the truth and I'll be forgiving, or we can do things my way. He just spent the night, she said. He only slept in the living room floor. She swore. The bluff worked. So he was actually out cheating in Vegas. Caught her and spun the whole thing on
I mean,
her.
that's when you know the relationship needs to
yeah,
end.
call it quits, fellas.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I've got for the
Well
bluffs.
played. I like that way to end it. That was good.
Yeah.
That was very, very good. No, I can't tell you when I've tried to bluff.
Really?
No, I'm just not a liar. I don't think I'd be very good at playing poker, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think you would either.
Well, even sorry, I should have ended it there. But even something like Guess Who, you know, like
Has he got black hair? No.
oh no, the game I'm
You
thinking
have
of,
to-
Battleship. Is
Oh,
it
Battleship,
Battleship? Battleship.
F1. Oh, no.
Anyway.
Oh, well played.
God. All right, I teased at the start the hardest question that you'll ever have to answer.
Okay.
And this is one that I came across on a TikTok. I thought, that is impossible to answer. The question is, if you could find out, or you had to find out one statistic about your life, what would you choose? So, do you understand the context of that?
Yeah. So I brought this up a few weeks ago. I said I'm convinced when you die you get your life statistics.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
So
I know it won't
imagine,
happen.
like that example, you finish your life and you get
How many steps you've taken?
all of that.
How many times you've said the word pizza?
Yeah.
How many times you've eaten pizza?
But this is more, if you could know, or you have to know one statistic of your
many
life, what would you like to know versus what would you not want to know? And so I haven't written too many, but I've written a bit of a list to maybe us expand on, and
Okay.
then you give me some potentially when we can go
Yeah.
back and
Okay.
forth.
Let's do that.
The one thing I thought of with you and me, especially you,
Yep.
which was I would be really interested to know this. The total dollars you've spent in total on your gym membership throughout your whole life.
Yeah. Probably something you could go back and work out.
For sure. But it's not something you would do.
Yeah.
Like, so how much is, like, if your
I think I spend about $22 a week or something.
yeah, I don't know why I found that really interesting. Like, when you think about it as a lump sum.
Oh, it hurt.
Yeah,
But you know what's even worse to that? Imagine something more innocuous like coffees.
Oh, I've got that down too.
Yeah.
So, like, coffees, I'd hate to know how much money I've spent on coffee.
Just like, yeah.
Or even alcohol.
Yeah.
You know, how much, that would be bigger than what people would think.
Yeah.
How much money
I
people
think
have
we
spent on
wouldn't be
alcohol.
as big as a lot.
Well,
I always think steps always interest me. I know it's boring, but
yeah.
how far could you have walked? Anyway, yeah, it's a bit boring.
This is a good one too.
How many people you've met?
That would be crazy.
How many individual people you've met by name?
Yeah. How many Jakes you've crossed paths with? What
sexual
song have
buttons?
you listened to the most?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really
Come
good
on,
one.
let's kind of break that down.
All right, let's break it down.
For you,
Song I've listened to the most in my life. Oh, that's such a good question.
well, I know that you used to do the old shuffle, so there was a big period of time where you actually didn't choose songs.
No,
in the car.
I love the Spotify ruined that algorithm.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about this in the shower yesterday. This year, my most played, at least artist, would be Robbie Williams.
Yeah, that's pretty common, isn't
Yeah,
it, for
yeah.
us over the last few years?
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon yours would be Viva La Vida?
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know.
I played it a
reckon
lot.
to be honest, I reckon mine would be something weird, like, not weird. My favourite song when I was a kid was Sweet Child of Mine.
Good song.
It's a
Guitar
song-
Hero.
It's a song that I don't skip very often when it comes on, so that could be it. Yeah.
I skip a lot of songs. This one, total spent time looking for things I've lost.
Yeah, for me, not much. You've given up almost years of your life by now.
I know. I mean, I'd
You'd
hate...
be in the weeks.
Really? You reckon?
I'd say so. Because I've spent time, I've seen you look for things for like an hour.
Fuck.
And it would only take 24, 48. How many hours in a week? Not that many.
How many hours are in the week?
140 something? 160 something? Oh no, hang on. 7 twos. 100. Yeah, it'd be about 160 something. 168?
hours. And you reckon what? A week?
That's a week.
Yeah.
So 160. Have you spent 160 of your hours? I read this statistic once
Oof,
that
that's a lot.
an average person will spend 2 weeks of their entire life sitting at traffic lights.
Well, that was one of my other questions as well.
Yeah.
Is how much in traffic lights?
2 weeks is the average person.
That's nuts. Well, how much would I should have done that. I should have went and found stats like that. Because the other one I'm really interested in is how much people would spend time on their phone after like their whole life.
Oh, that would be now.
That would be scary.
From now onwards, it'd be scary.
How
How much hair you've accumulated in your life?
many haircuts you've had?
Yeah, but
You
imagine
would have had a lot.
Imagine all
How
the
much hair you've accumulated? Fuck.
How much times you've pissed? How much urine you've pissed out?
Liters?
Yeah, daily.
Your swimming pool worth?
How many sexual partners you've had?
Well, okay. Well, I wasn't going to go there, but mine isn't many.
I'm joking. You said time spent in the act the other day, didn't you?
Did I? Yeah. Yeah, true. How much time would be spent doing that? For me, not a lot either. Again.
Neither.
Number of hours spent scrolling on the toilet.
Oh, that would be horrible to
I'm
look
like,
at.
have you? I had an incident, the other day, but I literally couldn't feel my legs when I got up.
That's bad.
Yeah,
do you know what? Actually, imagine how much time you've basically just been not productive when you should be. Like,
I know.
I'm thinking of like old jobs, like at an old job, like going and sitting on the toilet, not working.
Yeah.
But
what
like,
a waste of time.
Yeah.
Just stupid shit. Like, and the amount of time you probably not so much, but how much time would have, say, I've wasted choosing what show to watch on Netflix?
No, you'd be horrified out because I fall asleep to it and I always take half an hour to pick something to fall asleep within a minute.
How much time spent, how much money spent on clothes I've never worn? I reckon that'd be a lot too. There's a lot of clothes that just sit.
What about how much money you've either earned or been given over your entire life? If you could see it in one lump sum, how much money's gone through your hands or your bank account?
Going even further, I would love to know the total amount of cash I've been given for my birthdays over the years.
Yeah.
Because you get a little bit each year or whatever.
Yeah.
You might get a bigger little pot.
Probably 10 grand.
At the end, at your bigger milestones. But, you get $20, $50 here, $50 there on all the others in between. Altogether, 10 grand. I could have used it a lot more wisely.
This question's getting even harder the more we dissect
Sorry,
it.
it's probably...
I'm saying
I actually probably should have structured it a bit better because it's very open-ended. And all I'm doing is asking you and we're just talking about each one. It's got no purpose to it, does it?
Well, it's making
I just want the listeners and the viewers to actually have a think about it.
I think they are.
You know what? How
many hours have spent watching dos&d or listening to dos&d? If you've listened to every episode of dos&d, you've done probably an hour times 260 plus. It's a lot of hours. That's a week.
Well, I'm just going to leave you there. Have a think about that.
Wait, just quickly.
Yeah.
If you've listened, it sounds silly, but I know people that have actually listened to every episode we've put out of dos&d. That's over a week of probably a week and a half of their entire life listening to this.
Well, you know what? That also says if you're new, it'll only take you a week to catch up.
Yes.
Actually, just
if you don't
maybe
sleep.
less because you don't.
You need time to sleep.
Don't listen to the first 50.
Maybe 70, maybe 100.
Yeah, probably 70 to 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you'll catch up real quick. Our interview skills have gotten better. Let's just say that.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that hour of power. I certainly did. I love it. I think we. Editing and listening back to the last Uncut, I said we really did go quite rogue. So hopefully, I think we turned it down a little bit today.
Yeah, we need to be careful. Sometimes, you know what? I think it all depends on when we record it. Because if we record it at the end of the day...
And Sammy's here.
We get a bit silly.
Yeah.
So we've done it first up, nice and early. Got a few interviews to get through today, some big ones.
Big boys and girls. Do you sometimes, just quickly, when we do Uncuts, because sometimes you look at... Does it sometimes scare you when somebody of influence or someone you look up to goes, "Oh, I listen every week," or "I listen to that episode"? Then you go,
there's something in me.
And you go,
there's something in me actually that makes. For some reason, I believe that they don't listen to Uncut.
I know.
Like it's just our interviews.
Have a look at the numbers.
I know.
Have a look at the numbers.
It just worries me a little bit.
Does somebody?
So I gave. There's something brewing as well at dos&d.
Yes.
We've mentioned it a couple of times,
yes.
and I gave a nice little teaser last time.
Yes.
The teaser, was...
We'll have to go and listen to that episode.
We'll go and listen to that episode, but I want you...
Oh, me?
Yes. I want you, if you can give a clue...
A clue. In song form?
In song form, please.
Okay.
Because I gave it in song form.
Okay.
But there is something exciting. We're about to embark on something really exciting.
I won't sing because you're going to hear it next month.
Okay.
But I'll leave you with this. All the trees are brown and the skies are grey. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. Go and work out. Just take those lines, Google it, find out which song that's from.
I'm not even sure if I understand that.
Maybe you'll work that out.
All the trees are brown.
There you go.
Yeah, I know the song.
Do you know what the song's called?
No, what's it called?
You'll work that out.
Okay.
Here's a teaser. Anything else we need to say?
No.
All right. See. I'm going to start warming up the vocal cords.
Yeah, make sure you drink that hot lemon drink.